All right, guys, good night. I hope everybody had a great weekend and a great 4th of July. So it was a very short week this past week, but we still made some money, which is great. So I was talking to a friend of mine about how to get away from the choppy fast, right? So what you have to do, and that's what I told this person, is that only play the extremes. If you try to grab anything in between, even if it's an obvious level of support or resistance, you may get chopped. So find that key level to the extreme to the upside, key level extreme to the downside, wait for that, and then you enter your position. That will increase the odds of not being chopped in chop markets like we had the past few weeks, where the market didn't have a clear direction, was up and down, up and down. So that's how you do it. Okay, so let's start with the futures. We have here S&P up 1.75, which for the S&P is practically nothing, right? As you guys can see, we went above that zone that we have right here. And then we went down, and then we had this amazing rebound from there. And we pushed through, we couldn't hold above it. And now we are back inside the little zone. As you guys can see, it's a 2-point zone. Now, for a move up, obviously, we need to hold, push, and backtest, and then go. If you're looking for a short, wait for confirmation. So I have a rejection here. It's still inside the zone, so something like this maybe. That's the upside, and here on a weakness sign on the back test, then you take your short. Now this is going to be a level here, 80. If we go down, so you have to be careful on the downside. Everybody's very bullish in the markets. So let's not try to fight the trend, but if you have a clear indication, there's nothing wrong into taking a short position, as long as you are waiting for that key extreme setup, right? So this is a key zone. If we took a short here, your stop loss is $2. So that's not bad at all for the SPX. For the SPY, that will be about 20 cents, right? About 20 cents stop on the SPY, so that's not a bad bet. Same to the upside. So what I do is I like to wait for the key levels, either to make a short or a long. Now let's see, I want to take a look on the ES intraday so we can see what we are looking for the week. Okay, still loading. Okay, let's wait a little minute. I think it's 10 days. The ES trades longer hours than the normal market, so the futures trade longer, so probably more data loading. Okay. So as you guys can see, this is where we are right now inside that zone. It retested, rejected, is doing lower highs, but it's still above this zone, right? Now, what you have to understand is that our main day setup, main day zone is 29.89, 29.89.67. So as long as we are above this, we're still bullish for tomorrow. So as long as we are holding this, let's say we dip right here, If we hold this, we're probably going to see a back test of the zone. And if we're still, if you're really bullish, then we're going to bounce over here and then go like this. If we're not, then we're going to fail this back test and then do something like this. So wait for your setups. Don't try to predict. Oh, I think market's going to run tomorrow. I think market's going to go down tomorrow. Just follow the signs. This next week bullish line is 29.84. So while it's trading above that, we are bullish for the week, right? We can still be bearish on the day, which means it can be a consolidation day, it can be a red day, or even a doji, like a consolidation where the market is trying to decide where it's going. Now this week we still have some important events, like Powell is going to talk, he's going to testify, and we have other things that I don't have right. I think, what is it? Oh, is it the interest rate decision, right? If I'm not mistaken. So we could see a pause on the market until those decisions are made. So that's something to keep an eye on it. Mark this line on your ES. That's the line in the sand for the week. And this one is the line in the sand for the day. So if we're really in a pause, we may go up and down on these zones right here. Let me delete this so I can draw better. I want to make sure everybody is following me on this. So what we can see is like something like this. Go over here, back, come here, go, test here, fail again, and then go back down and do something, a range day, right? An inside day. So I really love inside days, to be honest. I love range days because those are the most predictable ones. All you have to do, short the extreme top, short the extreme bottom. I mean, long the extreme bottom. That's all you have to do. You just need to be patient and wait for the right time and the right price. Remember, trading, the most important variables in trading is time and price. You may be right on the price, but wrong on the time. You may be right on the time, but wrong on the price. So you have to have both at the same time. Patience is a #1 virtue for a trader. Now, let's go check the other ones. Oops, right here. Let's check the other futures. Let's check gold. Remove this. Where is my gold? Okay. Now gold has been very good to us, right? If you have been following the live streams for a few weeks, I'm waiting for the pivots to load. Okay, there we go. There we go. So if you have been following us for a few weeks, about a month ago, we were calling the bottom on this major pivot. As you can see, it bounced once, it bounced twice, and it bounced 3 times, and we have been calling the long side on the gold. From there, we bounced about, what is this, 170 points on gold. So that's pretty good. That's a great swings. So that's what I have been saying about extremes that I like to trade. I like to trade extremes. Key levels of support, key levels of resistance. So that's what I always look for to enter new trades. I don't have the drawing anymore, but when I don't remember exactly when it was. I think it was around I want to say here. I really don't know, but I can capture the picture back. It's posted in the chat room. I was talking to Dave, and or even you can check the previous stream. I still have the drawing there. He asked me what I thought I was gonna do, and I thought it was gonna do something like this, and a retest of this key zone right here, and it was right here. It was this one. It was because it was about to happen, a reverse split, if I'm not mistaken. And I mentioned that, yes, that usually when you have a reverse split on the indexes, it usually pulls down. But I also thought it was looking a little bit bearish. I was short term, right? A little bit short term. And I was looking for this pattern. And as you can see, exactly touched there. This is a very important pivot on the month. And we bounce right from there. So you could have shorted and then long it. Double top, lost this pivot, then you short again, touch the same pivot, extremes. Now, if you go long here, what happened? Chop, 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 stopped out. If you get short here, what happens? Chop, 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 stopped out. Now, if you go long here or short here, your odds increase tremendously. And that's a perfect example of what I was talking earlier. Now, what we can see here for gold, as you guys could see, retest, retest, push through, came, retest, push, then now it's back under and failed twice. As you can see, this is a 4-hour candle. We failed twice to push through this zone. So as of now, as of I can see right now, it looks like it wants to push back to here or even on this lower key levels. So something like this. Okay, came here like this. Probably gonna retest, fail, and then go like this. Now this is a very strong zone here. If you are bullish, you really don't want it to break under. So what you could do is take a long, and if it breaks under, you cut. Because that's the beauty of the pivoting trading. It is minimizing your risk and maximizing your wins. How do you minimize your risk? Well, you're entering a possible stream, right? If you're entering a possible stream, then your loss is going to be minimal. Once it breaks up or down that, you're going to cut it. Now, if it bounces from there, you're going to see a very impulsive move most of the times. Look at this. Impulsive, retest, impulsive. Retest here, impulsive move. You don't want to trade chop fast. You want to trade the extremes. So wait for your pivots. Wait for the levels. As you know, on the chat room, I post levels every single day on stocks I'm watching. I don't trade anything in between those levels. I always gonna take the pivots, either up or down. So let's say I'm bullish on a stock and it's pushing, it's gapping up above a key level I'm watching. I'm gonna wait for pullback. I'm not gonna chase. I don't care if I miss the trade, I miss the trade. I'm only gonna take perfect setups that give me better odds. Now, I wanna see, let's see oil. Oil have followed the pivot so nice, it's just ridiculous. Okay, so we are trying to bounce from the zone we have here. You guys can see we're trying to bounce from the zone. Try multiple times to break under and couldn't. Now it needs to prove that this is going to be support. What do I mean by that? As you guys can see, came here, push through, couldn't hold as support, so test the bottom again. Now it's trying one more time. I want to see if possible, that this is gonna hold as support this time around, either here or a higher level. Something like here, as you can see, there's a lot of supply and demand zone, supply and demand here. So if we back test somewhere around this area, I'll be happy uh, as a proof of support. And then we can test over here. Right now, if we test straight there, then it needs to hold the back test to the breakout level, which is around here, right here, 57.40. So if you push through directly over there, it needs to hold breakout level, then go and retest for a push to that 60 level once more. Now let's check what else. Oh, natural gas, one of my favorites. This is my sweetheart right here. So congratulations to everybody that trade UNG, UGAS, DGAS, options with UNG and BOIL, or puts on cool. We have been calling, me and Dave, this bottom over here. They've loaded UGAS on these bottoms, and he's been writing and taking some off and adding back. Many of you are trading options with UNG and BOIL. So congratulations to those that actually watched the video and took time to take those high probability trades based on the levels. So as you guys can see, we have a big gap up on natural gas, but we sold off right from this other zone right here. So that's something to watch. We may find a top. We'll see. At least short term, maybe needed some consolidation above this important pivot here, which is the 2.403. So we need to see, maybe we need to see some consolidation before we move higher. Maybe that's what it's saying over here, a lot of supply. Let's see consolidate, prove that it has more strength to go up. Maybe they're waiting for the natural gas report on Thursday, and then we see a push up, or then we go back down. Now, if we don't want to go lower than let me get the level, trying to find 2.317. We definitely want to see back lower of this zone here. As you guys can see, I marked this as supply and demand from a simple support level from this here, and it proves to be still valid. So we don't want to go any lower this zone here. Let me mark it up right here. So we'll see how it goes. That was a big push and sell off. Okay. See, silver, people have been trading silver in the chat. So let's see. Oh, okay. So our silver came here, bounced from this zone. We have test again that upper zone, it couldn't hold. You see all these signs to get out right here. Reject, reject, reject. Now we pull back and we are inside this other zone here, from here to here. We need to push pull. If you're still bullish on it, you need to push. Come on, click. Okay, push through, retest, and then either consolidate inside the zone or push through and hold to have a recovery. If we can't hold this, let me mark. If we can't hold this lower zone here, right here, then most likely we're going to retest again this 14,759, 1481 zone. So that would be the reload area in case we miss right here. in case we lose this zone as support. We're gonna be looking to enter long here if you hold support, just like it proved many times as an important supply and demand zone right over there. Okay, I'm done with the futures. If you guys have any stocks you want me to check, I already have a pre-list, but please post on the chat, on the Zoom chat, if you have anything you want to specifically for me to look at. Now, let me get out of here. Okay, I want to load this again. Okay. So let's check Foot Locker. I'm very interested in this stock for another swing. As you guys know, we took a swing on this on the test of this pivot, and we had nice profits. And now we're looking to get in again. So let's load this. I'll show exactly what I'm looking at. Okay, guys, so I'm looking at this zone here as to hold for support. If we lose this zone, I am not interested in holding. I'll be interested to wait for the 39 zone to enter another long on this. But if we prove this as support, which looks like we are doing it, I am looking for a long to ride to this high 44 and hopefully maybe break this time and reach higher pivots. The ultimate goal is to get to the $50 mark, which will be the pivot to pivot setup. So holding this zone right here, we want to go and do something like this and go reclaiming each of these pivots until this is going to be a key level here. If we can break and hold, we're going to reach our 50. So let me change one thing real quick. 15. So the key level after we are able to reclaim this zone here is going to be the 48.67, 48.95 zone. And if we break that, we are going to get to the 50 mark, which is the ultimate goal. So for the midterm swing, we want this to go from here to here. But don't forget to take a profits on each resistance. Don't make the mistake to think that it has to go there. Mostly if you're playing options, maybe you don't have enough time. Maybe your contract is decaying. You don't need to wait. You can take some profits and then re-enter another further out expiration. Oh, I messed it up again. That was on me. Let me change it one more time. Put 75, better. Yeah, that's better. Okay, now let's see intraday. Intraday, for the week, we'll be bullish at above 41.97. So what I want to see is a retest and hold of this zone here for us to enter our swing right here. Either retest and hold of this or 41.14. Oh, yeah, it doesn't show anymore. Let me mark 41.11. Okay. Well, TOS is making my life harder, but 41.11 is right around here. I want to see a hold of that. Okay, so either it's going to be a bounce hold from this zone or a dip and hold to 41.11, and then we're going to see a push back to here, which is going to be a short-term resistance. You can take a partial if you want, or you can have a stop at break even at that point. So you have multiple choices over there. Take a partial, have the rest to break even at the stop loss at break even, or you can take everything. It's up to you. But dip here, hold long, partials here, stop loss, break even on the rest, wait to see if we can push to that swing setup we are waiting for. I forgot to ask if you guys were hearing me. I think it's a little bit late for that, but if you want, if you guys want to type it. Let's check KSS is another swing setup I'm watching for. I want to reload my pivots. 1 second. Intro 5. I think it's this one. Yeah. Just wanted to reload real quick. Now, KSS, I'm still watching this. I mentioned last week I want to swing on it. As you guys can see, this was when we were doing the Friday transmission. It pulled back to that key support zone and hold, and now it's pushing above it. So we got this first part here, this first leg we were waiting for. If it holds here, then we can go and see if we can get that 51, 51, 51, 50 levels we are looking for. Now that's going to be a very good swing if we can have it. And I'm very interested on this one. Now, where is my, right here. As you guys can see, Monday and throughout the week, we're going to have very strong support from 58.03 to 58.17. Now, that's a very nice indicative that the stock can go up if we stay above it, because this is a very big cluster. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pivots there. If we can stay above it, there's a high probability that we are gonna go enter that swing trade for nice profits. So that's what I'm gonna watch right here, 48.03, 48.17. If we dip to 47.64, I will be looking to enter if hold support for the same type of setup we saw on Foot Locker, where we can enter here and take partials to minimize our risk at that next, at the next key cluster above it. So if we dip here and hold, I'm gonna take a long, take partials around here, and then have my stop loss at break even. If I get stop loss, then I'm gonna just reset, which means I'm gonna either look for the same thing. Let's say it goes a little bit under here, stop me out. If reclaims and hold, I'm gonna enter again long and look for the same setup. And that's I think that's how you should be trading if you're looking for a low risk, high reward scenarios. Let me change this to 5 minutes. I'm gonna change this to 1 second, guys. Bear with me. Just wanna make sure we have all the info we need. I won't put 10 minutes, it's fine. Doesn't matter. I just want to look at the areas of price. Okay, so we went through Foot Locker, KSS. Let's check TNDM. They have earnings July 27th. Entry was 64.34, which is around here. okay? So the key level you need to watch is gonna be the 65.38 to 65.79. That's gonna be the key. There's actually a lot of resistance around here, but that's the first. You need to stay above that key level for this month, which is the 65.38. Now it was a very clean bounce from this pivot, which has a higher weight than this one. So let's see if we can capitalize on the bounce of this pivot. Now intraday, man, I am all over the place with my TOS today. So the main zone to hold for the week is gonna be this 64.47. Tomorrow it needs to hold above 64.02. So tomorrow's key zone 64.02, 64.47. Keep an eye on that. If it goes lower at 63.62, it's fine as long as it holds. As you can see, we pushed through, but we didn't actually have a clean back test to it. So I would not be surprised if we can come to back test that zone. But let's see if we can hold this. If you don't have a position at and you like this idea, ideally you wanna to grab on a hold of this zone here, 64.02, 64.47. Key resistance is gonna be that 65.38. So as I mentioned, we also have this upside. Above that, we have also a cluster. So what we could see is a push through, and then we need to hold this back test, and then push through, hold back test, and then push through. Something like that. So that's what ideally you're looking for, like a textbook setup. Push through resistance, back test, push through the next resistance, which is here, hit heads on the next one, back test, hold, and push. So basically that's what you're looking for. The doomsday line, which what I like to call it, which is like I don't want it to go lower than at all, is going to be that 62.69 level, which is where we bounced the last time. Yeah, I don't, maybe this is an old play that I was looking for and never tested again. I was probably looking for a short. Okay, you're gone, you're fired, you didn't trigger. Okay, let me check the next one. So we check TNDM. Let me make a note. Let's check ROKU. ROKU, one of my favorites. So just a little review of this trade. We call short on this retest here. Short on the retest. And we call a long on this level. If you guys go back to last week's video, you guys gonna see I was waiting for this test to go long. And I hope everybody took that. That was a nice, that's a nice, what, 11 points? That's 11 points from there. And it's coming in hot. ROKU is hot right now. So back test, that was a 4-hour trend line we had, and it was in confluence with this pivot 87.88. And we took the long. Look at that. That was just a beauty. Now, we didn't back test our yearly pivot. So I want to see, are we going to come in hot to the next level? Or are we going to back test something like this and go? Or we're just going to go hot? Then we're going to go back test. I wonder what is going to happen. We shall see. But congratulations, shorts that took the setups on the pivots, They were very clean setups on back test, back test, back test. And congratulations to that perfect long entry we have been waiting for what, maybe a week or two, I don't know, but we have been waiting and our patience was rewarded. And that's a perfect example of patience and playing the extremes. Now, let's see intraday. What was waiting for us tomorrow? Yeah, so we have added support layer with the main day pivot. This is going to be our key support for tomorrow. And our key support for the week is going to be 94.63. Okay, that's going to be nice. If you don't have any positions on Roku and you're looking to go long, you probably want to wait for a back test of this. 95, 94, 96, 96.41. If we lose this, it's up to you. If you're just scaling into a position, it's up to you to hold or not. We're probably gonna go test over here if we can't lose, if we can't hold over here. And for long, the main goal is to reach the 101.11, 103.45 again. So first this one, then this one. If you want to take a short, wait for the extreme. If we push through hot into this zone, wait for a setup on that level. So wait for the perfect time. You have the price, that's gonna be the price. So wait for the perfect time to enter your short. Don't try to predict, don't think, oh, it's gonna reject. Just wait for the perfect setup. Remember, most of the times we retest. So wait for that confirmation for to enter your short position. Okay. So Roku is done. Next favorite, BYND. BYND. So congratulations to the shorts that took the setup. I think this was when Friday or Thursday, the 28th. Let me check my calendar. The 28th was Friday. Friday I said 168.66 is the key resistance on BYND. If we can't hold, then we're gonna test our next key pivot, which is 152.60. Now, I really wanted a retest of 145.02, but we didn't get that. So once it broke this one, the next key support was the 145.02. We didn't get that. If we stay above 150, as I mentioned in the chat since Wednesday, I believe, it needs to remain above 150. And it needs to break 152.74 and hold. If the only time I will take a long on BYND would be a break and hold of 152.74 or a dip and hold at 145.02. And that's what I'm waiting for. I didn't take any long positions on BYND. The only setup I had was that short from this level here, which is my favorite setup, as I mentioned many times. Push through, can't hold, back test, and then go. And that's what we waited for. And it worked pretty good. I'm thinking I can actually do Control Z. There we go. So we are waiting. So far it's looking like it's gonna go because it's holding at 150. But I am not trying to predict. I'm not gonna enter at 150, although it would be also a very low risk because if it breaks under, you can just cut it. But I really wanted to see a break and hold of a a clear break and hold of 152.74. Also, on the downside note, if we can't hold 145.02, expect it to go to 135.85. So if we still rejecting this zone here and we test here and we can't hold, for some reason doesn't hold, then what's gonna happen? Test the next level. And this is a way stronger level than this one here. So watch for long here. Just set up price alerts. You don't need to follow the stock all day. Just set price alerts to the levels we are guiding you guys on the chat room every day. Don't need to watch at all. Only watch if you want to watch if you are in the position. That's different. But if you are waiting to enter a position, don't need to wait to watch anything in between. It doesn't matter. Just don't settle for less. Just get the best prices. So if you are long, if you want long, wait for here, or wait for a hold over here, or a break and hold on here. Anything in between, yes, of course you can take it, but you can get chopped out. Look at what happened. Look at what happened the last few days on BYND. Look at this. Oh, we're gonna long. Oh no, it stopped out. Oh yeah, we're gonna go long this time. It's above this one. Oh no, stopped out. Oh, we're gonna go short just below. Oh no, stopped out, went back up. Oh no, we're gonna go long this time. It's above it. Oh, stopped out. So just wait. This next week, watch for 152.74 to break and hold, and then 144.03. So this is gonna be the key resistance for BYND in the week. We're gonna have a little resistance over here, which was important level last week. 155, what is it? 155.81. So that was a key level last week. So it's gonna have some part on this week as well. So have those levels set and trade from them. Don't try to trade anything in between. Like, let's say bounce from here. Oh, I'm gonna enter at 152.50. Oh, but now you are right on that resistance. Don't do that to yourself. Just wait for the right price and the right time. If BYND is gonna go up, it's not gonna go up only $2. It's gonna go up like it's gonna squeeze hard. So you don't need to predict. You don't need to be the first. And for the day, the key support is gonna be 150, 155. And I watch also that 150, which has been the key level all last week, the last few days. All right, Hans, thanks so much for participating. I see you in the chat room. Okay, so BYND, ZM was also on our list. I think options room is playing that now. They're doing pretty good on it. We had that 83.08 support, key support level. And we also call the short over here. So how do I trade? Everybody always asks me, how do I trade? I always wait for my key levels and I wait for confirmation. So as you can see, push through, can't hold, the back test, then you go short. Oh, what if fake you out and let's say you short over here, it did a little bit under, but then it pushed through again. Oh well, from here to here, you have $3. Take a partial, the rest stop at break even. That's how you do it. You don't hope that you're gonna capture the entire move with your full position. Take your partial, set the rest to break even. If setups again, you enter again. You don't need to have an anxiety about, oh, it broke above, maybe it's gonna come back. Don't do that to yourself. If it breaks above, just cut it. It's gonna set up again. If you're still bearish on it, have another level. You don't need to have the pivots. let's say you have this rejections over here as your own zone, right? You have this high and you have these wicks here. Have that as your pivots. Pivots are levels that algos trade, but you can do your own trade. If you like to play support and resistance, have your own levels. It's just play the same. It's the same thing. Push through. That zone you had, couldn't hold, back test. Oh, I'm entering short right here. And look what happened, right? So just do that and you're gonna increase tremendously your odds of success. Now we had this 8308 as a key support level and we shoot up straight from it. It was just shoot out. Let me see if I can, I wanna see if I can get the, right here, see? That was amazing. On the 1 minute, you can see exactly. Let me put the 1 minute on this side. So you can see you don't need to be the first. You would have time to enter. Right there. Let me zoom in a little bit. You see, right there. That's our pivot. Check this out. You don't need to be the first. Look at that. How many times, how many signals it gave you that it was going to reverse here. And if you enter, how short is that stop loss of yours? Break of 83, which is like 10 cents at max. That's a very low risk. Where is ZM right now? ZM's at 92, almost 92. That's a 9 points, 9 points move from this level. So why would you be worried about catching this long here? Just wait for the key levels. Look how much reward you have, how less risk you have. So for Monday, as you guys can see, we closed above this next resistance. That's gonna, now it becomes a key support. We need to hold 90.59, 90.90 for to move more. We can even mark this one here. So what we need is that we have either consolidation between these two lines, excuse me, between these two lines, or just a simple back test, go, or push through, back test and go, something like that. And then we go from there. Now, if we don't want to see that setup that we just talked about, push through, lost support, back test, can't hold, and then we go back down. Let's see. Let's get our main weeks and main day. So that's awesome. The day support is also the main higher time frame zone. So this is a must hold right here. Must hold. 90, 59, 90, 90. If we lose this, then there's a high probability we're going to retest the main weekly. We're still bullish on the week as long as we stay above 88.98. So that's something to watch. It's going to be, it's funny how every single one is looking the same. If we lose the main high time frame support, we're going to retest the shorter time frame support. We can call mid-term support because it's a weekly support. We can call the day as a short support. So we're going to retest this, then we can enter long. If we hold support, take a partial over here is about $2. That's a pretty good reward. Take a partial, set the rest at break even and see if we can ride that up. Next will be 97 and then the 102. So that's a pretty nice reward if we can hold those zones. Okay, we have a long list, so let me try to move a little bit quicker. So I was watching the CPA Friday. That thing was so overextended. It was teasing me about getting puts on it, but I wanted to wait another day to see how it goes. We have this gigantic move from this key pivot zone right here. This is all Friday. It moved from 95 to 105. It was like, wow. Look at that. Look at that chart. Check this out. This is the intraday. Look at that. This is insane. Those are 10-minute candles. So I almost took a short here, but I wanted to wait another day for a more defined risk, because as you guys could see, my key resistance was above here. I didn't want it to get down here. So hopefully either we come here Monday and we see a short setup the way I always enjoy to see, like this, or we can't hold this key support zone here. So we're around here, do something like this, reject, and I can get down over there. So either this or this. Since it's very extended, I am not looking for a long on this as long at these highs. I will really need to see if we push through here a break and hold of this zone or dips to key zones. Like I would really like to see a 95, but I doubt I'm gonna see that. So watch for the 100 mark, 186, 102.23 if you're looking for long on this, for a chance to retest this key resistance. So it would be about what, $6, $5-6 from there. So there you go. You have a short and a long setup. I don't want to see anybody taking longs on here, okay, guys? Don't take any longs over here. If you want a long, wait for the break and hold, please, and or a dip on these key zones. You have the 95, 97. You have the 188, 102, or a break and hold of 105.84, 107.45. And that's what we're looking for in terms of long. But I thought it was really like, I couldn't even see news. I was, what's going on with this stock? Just crazy. But as you guys can see, it has a, when it decides to go, it just goes. Look here how much consolidate and then just poof, then bah, and poof, and bah. It's just like a very impulsive stock. I love those because if you can't wait for those extremes, you make money fast. You just need to be patient. Don't try to get anything in between. Just wait for those extremes. And that's what we're doing right here. This is extreme upside and the extreme dips. I mean, okay. I had to remind to change the color of this later on. Okay, yeah, see that 100? That 100 is right there. Strong support. Then you have this 98.85-ish. It kind of confirmed as a being a level over here Friday. So those are the ones we're looking for. I just thought it very interesting, and the range is so big. I really like big range stocks. Okay, let's check. I still have one, two, I have many, maybe 10 or 15 more stocks. So let me try to go quicker. So BA had bad news today. Thanks for Sophie for posting in the chat room. Let's see what we got on Boeing. It was trying to hold this level here. See, maybe for a push through. Now we need to see how we're gonna react with this news. What is gonna happen? Let me see. Okay. Okay. I have it here. Just need to change a few colors later on. Those are all important levels to me. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of range to the downside. Really curious to see if we're going to see some basic manipulation like BA usually has, or are we going to move according to the news? Their earnings are upcoming, is on the 24th, which could upset midterm the bad news. But for short term, maybe we see an impulsive move down and back, a buy back up. So this is a little bit different setup. It has to prove itself since it's trading below the weekly. It's trading bearish, is opening bearish on the week. So it needs to break above it to be bullish. And this is going to be a very heavy resistance right there, which is 357.51, 358. So I'm even considering if we see an impulsive, crazy move to there, maybe you can see some profit taking from there. So if you want to short, look for that. Either that or the retest over here. So you want to see confirmation, break of key support levels, so you don't get trapped on the bad news. Because BYND had bad news before and did crazy moves up. You don't want to be caught on those type of manipulation. So if you lose this one, maybe take a short to here first, take partial, and then go from there. Maybe we can get to 350. But that would be interesting to see if we can see a push up right there. Was also near Friday's highs. So Friday's highs, key levels of resistance, bad news. So maybe it's a good short idea if we have that impulsive move to that area. Let me see. Starbucks also had bad news. Not bad news, but bad PR. Like some police officers asking to leave the store on 4th of July because a customer was scared about the police officers. So I wonder how the market is going to react. We are inside this very important key resistance zone right here. So maybe that would give a reason for people at August to take profits. So maybe something like this. We have to see if it's going to gap down tomorrow. I have no idea how they're going to take this news. But even if we didn't have news, that's a key resistance that you need to keep an eye on. This is all-time high. So it may also give another reason for people to take profits short-term or mid-term based on the news. Maybe we see a retest over here at 84.37, 83. So that's something to watch. That's something I'm watching for sure tomorrow. A short setup either on this high here, 88, or a break and under and retest of 87.47, 87.56. The key level for the week is going to be 86.57. So that's on the watch list, and that's what I'm looking for. If you're looking for long, watch if he holds this area here, 86.57, 86.44. If it doesn't hold that, then we are most likely retesting that 84. Let me mark right here and then here. So if you can't hold this important pivot, we're probably going to retest that 84.35. So that's something to keep in mind. Just put alerts maybe at 85.50, 84.50 if you want to go long, and put an alert at 86.70. And I think this here is going to be too high if the algos take bad news and the shareholders don't like this PR, then it's probably going to go gap down below here. But you can also put an alert around here, around 87.50 if you're looking for longs. AMD. Let's check AMD real quick. We're already 1 hour in. I want to get all requests done before we run out of time. So AMD is very interesting. Let me see. I want to see one thing real quick. What else I have to play with? Okay. So, is this a trend line? Oops, wrong tool. Want to see if this is a 4-hour trend line. No, not really. But I really don't know if this is enough to form a trend line. The third touch is the one that validates the trend line. But pivot talking, we bounced from here many times. That's a key support for the month. We pushed through the last month's key resistance, and now we need to push 3205. This will be next. Oops, trying to click. Come on, there you go. So if we could see a back test that hold, and then we can see a push from here to here is about 70 cents. That's a bunch for AMD. If we can see a push through hold, then 33 is on the books. Now let's see. Oh, love it, love it, love it. The weekly support is at 3142, which is gonna create that sweet spot for a deep buy. Okay. So this is what we are looking at. If you're long, you want to go long on it, wait for a dip, or at least wish for a dip, because we don't know if the market is going to gap up too much. Let me see where is ES right now. Oh, negative. It went green to red. Okay, cool. So we may get our setups. So we're waiting for a back test of the zone validation, no lower than 3127. And then we can see a move up. You can even enlarge this a little bit if you want. So this is a key support level for AMD. No lower than that, guys. Let's see if we can get it. And then first target, 3205. Second target, that 33, 3273, 33. That will be the second target for longs. Now short setups, you want it to stay below this key area. So loss of key area proves its resistance again, and then we can ride back to the 3065, 3081. Okay. McDonald's, MCD, oops, MCD. Okay, so MCD. What do you want to do, buddy? Come on, hand. There you go. So MCD reject this key resistance zone right here. Oops. Kind of, I couldn't mark exactly, but it's kind of there. Reject here. We went below this key pivot. Let me change again. I think I messed it up. 20 maybe. Not enough. Okay. A little bit less, maybe 100. There you go. So it kind of ran the clock out below that 211.33. So that's going to be the key level for us to watch. If we can't hold this, we're most likely going to retest 209.66. If we can hold this first, we're going to retest the 212.93 to 213.27, and then that 215 to 15.80. So let me show you what we're looking for. If you want to take a long on McDonald, either wait for a dip to 209.66, 210.15, or a reclaim of 211.33, 211.50. One of the two. You don't want to take anything in between, in my opinion. I wouldn't anyway. That's how I trade, and if I don't get the trade, I don't have my price, I'm not entering the trade. So that's the long right here. Hold this, or reclaim and hold this, then we can see those. So if I enter here on a hold, I'm taking a partial here and break even on the rest, and let's see if we can push to those higher levels right there. This one first and then here. Very basic plan. And if we see a push and we can't break again this zone, then it can form a short setup back to at least this level over here. So you have multiple directions you can take. If you can't hold this, then we're most likely gonna retest. Let me see. Maybe this 206, 207 level right here. Yeah, this 206.50 was a very strong breakout, and so it was here, broke out, and retest right here. So that's a level, a strong level we can watch too. Same as here, the 207.75. So it broke out, and oh, but it failed the first time, so it's weaker than the other one. So broke out, went under, broke out again, and holds. See, so this 207.75, 206.50. Those will be also levels to watch. You can put price alerts if you don't want to watch the stocks at all those zones. You don't need to watch anything all day. Let's check shop. So shop has been just perfect. I know traders took longs. I don't know if it was, I had to check if it was either on this pivot or this one, but they took longs over here or here, and they took shorts, I believe it was over here to here. So it was amazing to trade. You could even took a long again on the same hold of the pivot, and then you have a nice impulsive move up. And now we need to break that. See how it's clear? That 314.65-ish level, that's what we're looking for to break and hold for a long, and for if it fails, we're looking for another short on it. So we'll see what's going to happen tomorrow. It has very defined levels to trade from. The key weekly line in the sand is 310.80. So if we can't push through here, we may see a retest of that same level. Oh, I'm on the wrong day right here. If we can't hold this here, then we may see a retest of this key zone, which is also going to be the day main zone, which is 310.35, 310.80. So if you're looking for a long, wait for a hold on that zone or a break and hold. Oops. Or break and hold of the resistance. So break and hold to go long, or dip and hold to go long. If you want to short, wait for a retest, fail to hold to go short. And always take your partials at resistance and support, because those can be the end of the line, and you don't want to let those profits go away. So that was shop. Okay, I'm almost done, guys. Bear with me. Tesla. So Tesla had those awesome numbers, production numbers. You zoom in, it's loading. We had those awesome production numbers. Where is it? Right there. If you were in the chat, I said watch for this key level over here. I think I mentioned maybe 3 or 4 times Tesla was holding the 220, 269 key support. So if you took a long here and took a shot on the calls or either options, that was a very nice, what, $20 move from there? Yeah, $20, $22 move from there. So even if you couldn't get out after hours, you had that little push on market open that you could get out. So it was a very nice move. Now what's happening with Tesla? So Friday we went below that key support, went above, and we hold that. So that's going to be a very important line for us, mostly when it's in confluence with the key weekly level. So the key level for next week is 232.21, 232.30. That's for the week. The day is going to be bullish only above 233.09. So that's going to be interesting tomorrow. What are we going to do, Tesla? We're going to bounce here. Can we bounce and have another test, another impulsive move from here to test this 238 maybe? That would be nice. That's what, 6 points up? So let's keep a close eye on this zone here and see how it reacts. Maybe we can get a very nice long from it. Now, if we lose this, we need to keep an eye on this zone here, the 230.46, which is also this high here. So you have a confluence between, let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking. Let me make it higher, wider. So you see this week here, look where it's going, to the bottom of this zone. And this week here, which was the low of Friday, is in confluence with the top of this zone. So this zone is going to be very interesting if we go lower than here. That's an awesome look. Let me mark so you guys can see. So this is the low of the Friday. This is the high of the neck that other day. Look how they're both right there. So keep an eye on that. If you took a short over here, don't get squeezed. Take your partial over here and stop loss at the rest of break even. So the main day is going to be 233.11. We have this key level from previous months, that's 234.31. So those are the levels to watch for upside. The target ultimately, if we can hold all this thing here, is going to be 238 again. So we want to retest of that. Short target, if we lose all that, where we can go to 27.77. If we lose this is the first target. The second target, let's see, probably over here to 223. That 223 kind of level over there, that's what we're looking at. The 223s will be next if we lose this 227. So that's what we're looking for Tesla. Okay, guys. I appreciate everybody for hanging with me all this time. I know it's a long stream. We have a lot of requests, so we make sure everybody's prepared for the week. Now, another one of chat's favorite request is Amazon. Oops. No, it was not that bad, that zoom. Okay, so Amazon, I would really wanted to see hold this back test to 1938.31. As you guys could see, it couldn't hold above, what was this, on the 20th of June? So it couldn't hold above, did that retest that we like for short. This time around, you see how many times rejected there? This time around, for a long setup, we really want to see this to hold for it to go to the next pivots, right? That would be a nice target over there, about what, another 30 points run. That would be very nice to see. Now Amazon is still bullish on the week as long as above 1931.81. So keep that in mind. If we see a dip there, maybe grab if it holds and partial on 1938, see if we can hold and then push. Partial at 1957, and then the ultimate target 1967, 65, 1971. What else we have? Oh, the famous 1978 yearly pivot. Where is that? 78, right here. Can I mark that? 1978, 14. That's the only bad thing about Zoom that I have complaining about. It doesn't let me work with my pop-ups. So I can't change anything. So this is 1978, 14 is the strongest pivot we have on the board. And if we get there, definitely take your partial, guys. Yes, it can break and hold, but you want to take profits. Don't need to take everything, but take some. Take some here, take some here, take some here, take some here. Always take partials. You keep the rest at break-even stop. If you're already on green, don't let it turn red on you. There is no reason to be greedy. You can always re-enter. That's the beauty of trading. You can always get back in. Now let's check Disney. So Disney rejected the yearly 143.19. As I said, is the strongest pivot on the board. So rejected once, twice, 4 times. You can consider this a kind of rejection, but it's doing, it hold a higher low, which is a good sign. So let's see if we can push this time, Disney. We want it to be above 141.21. Really don't want to see any other deeper pullbacks like we have here. Really want to see if you can hold this time around above this 141.21 so we can push through. There you go. So our main weekly is at 141.56, which creates that nice support zone. From that, we don't want to go below level. So if you see Disney going there, set up your price alerts. If it holds, it's okay to go long. We go long, take a partial on the main day pivot, because you don't know if that's going to be a confirmation of a bearish move for the day. You can always take a partial, take the rest at break even. If we lose this, we're going to go at least to 140.49, and we don't want to hold from here to here, because what if it doesn't bounce here and it just keep going? You just had a big loss. There is no need. You can always enter lower, right? So watch for this dip. If it dips here, watch for a hold to buy. Watch the 141.99, and the key resistance is that 143.19. And above that, we have a midterm resistance, 143.89. And ultimate target, 144.94, 145.34. That will be the target for from here to here if we break this. Shorts, you want to be careful to short this. You want a confirmation on key levels. So watch the 143.19 again. Watch for a break of this 141.21, 141.56 zone, and then you go from there. The month main support is 138.22, but you have all these little zones and levels that can be support. So we'll see how it goes. Just play the levels, take your partials, and if it's a home run, that's awesome. If it's a trade with mid gains to the next pivot, then that's awesome too. Green is green, right? As long as you take a good trade, which is follow the plan, all trades are good, either a loss or a win. Now let's check Apple real quick. I'm just trying to rush through. If you have any questions about any stocks that we checked, just let me know in the chat. Okay. Okay. So we're about to test this key zone 205.40, key level 205.47. If we can break and hold that, we're gonna test 207.01, break and hold for 209, 208.90, 209.57. As we talk about, this is gonna be the key test for Apple. It needs to hold above 201.94 for a long. The main week's support is 203.32. The day is at 204.08. Let's see. Let me check the market again. I know it's probably didn't move much, but it's still down about $3, which is, I think, is kind of flat. If it's not bigger than like $10, I really don't consider that much of a big deal. So if we're gapping down, I really want to hold of this here. If it holds 203.32, go long, partial here, 204. Let's see if we can ride above to 205.47 test. If we can't get as lower as that, then you watch for that reclaim of this pivot here. Maybe even watch all this zone here. I need to change these colors later, but something like this. Watch from 203.84, 204, 204.007. Reclaim all that, deep and hold of this. If you want to short, wait for the extreme. So wait for this 205.47. It needs to go and do that fail, retest, and then push down. And watch the 206 as well. If you push through and test 206, watch for that setup and then partial at this pivot. Let's check Oracle. Okay. So as you guys can see, I did an analysis for somebody over here. Right there. So let me delete that. Okay. So this is all-time high for Oracle. For more upside, it needs to hold 58.09 and break above 59.66. So let's see. 58.09, let me mark that. Usually it will be a brownish, but I can't change the color. 58.09. Try 58.09. Right there. So it needs to stay above there. The key support on the week is going to be 58.61. The key support for the day is going to be 59.04. So we need to, this is Oracle, right? So it moves with the market usually. Let's see if we can have a pullback to here, 58.61. If it holds that, then we go long. It would be even better if we can have, I don't know if I want a deeper pullback, but if we go to 57.7 and 58.09, maybe watch also for a support around there to go long, take some partials around the 58.61, and then we see if we can ride it back up. The key resistance is going to be that 59.66 that we talked about. Is that also the quarterly pivot? Check. 1 second, guys. Just, yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna be rough. So that's a double pivot right here. It's not only one, it's two pivots. 59.66 is a double pivot. So that's something to watch. It's gonna be a key resistance right there. Very strong. So yeah, if we get there from those pullbacks, then we want to take some partials. If we market is going down and this is pushing through, watch for maybe a short setup on it. Like we always talk, push through, retest, fail, and see how far we can ride it, taking partials on every key pivot we have. 1 second, somebody send me a message. Okay. So that's on Oracle. We're getting close to a very strong resistance after a very impulsive move. So keep an eye on it. For longs, if it's above here, it needs to break and hold. For shorts, it needs to break and fail. Longs, watch for deeper pullbacks to key zones. Let's check Facebook. Okay, so Facebook rejected that 196.80. Bounced right off that 194.20. See how pivots are great levels. So if you shorted over here on this fail, you took a partial over here, you took a partial over here, and then you stop out break even out of the rest of your position. But you're already green. Even if you bounce from here, it will be already green because you took a partial over here. And that's how you always have to trade. Don't always think it's always just going to be a crazy move down or crazy move up. Just take your partials. Take your partials, and if it's a crazy move up or crazy move down, then awesome. You're going to be green, more green than you already had. So it needs to, if you are looking for a long, it needs to break this 196.80. Let me see. So if you're looking for a long, it needs to break and hold. As you can see, we went above a few times and we couldn't hold. Over here, over here, over here, which is not a great sign in my opinion, but doesn't mean it has to go down. For longs, it needs to hold this 195.24. So watch for this zone here, 195.24. Come on, mouse, click it up. There you go. 194.26, 194, 195.45. Oh, sorry, 195.24, 195.45. So watch for dips here. Watch for the dips on the main day zone, which is 195.88, 196.03. So it needs to hold those line of defenses, as you can call like that if you want to. Really want to hold the weekly though. I really don't want to see any lower than that. If it does go lower than that, you have options to wait for those other key levels or wait for reclaim to get in. If we can break and hold this 196.80, is this all-time high on Facebook? No. So if we break that, the next one is gonna be here, 199.83. So if you're long on this and it can break finally and hold this, next 198.56, 199.83, and then we may have a retest of that 200 line again. So you can see rejected there, right at the pivot zone. And yes, that pivot zone was there before it moved there. So that's what it is on Facebook. Guys, I'm gonna do one more stock. I still have maybe 7 requests, but we are almost at the 2 hours in. If I didn't do your stock, please message me in the chat room and I'll gladly give you the levels. So I have CRWD, PINS, TGT, SNAP, ANF, and MRVL. Do you guys have any preference? If you have, please type in the chat room. If not, I'm going to pick one of the, okay, MRVL. MRVL is the winner. Thank you, TT. Let's check it out. MRVL. Okay. Mark this key support right here. Not exactly. Okay. I don't even know if I marked the same. But okay, so mark the resistance. Right. Come on, hand, stop. There you go. Oh man, okay. There. My goodness gracious. Okay, there we go. 24.65. You guys can see my hand is not helping me. Okay. So MRVL went here, reject. Went to the next one, came back. It's trying to get back there. So far rejected once here, but it did a higher low. I don't know if you guys can see here. It did this higher low right here. Right? So far, it's trying to hold. It rejects the back test, which is not a great sign, but it's holding this. So I still have a chance. I would not want it below. Let me get you the exact. I think I put 100, right? 23.72. We can even give it a little bit lower to go with this zone right here to create a little strong zone right there. So 23.57, 23.72 would be the must hold zone on MRVL. Ideally, you want it above 24.14, but if it doesn't hold, the next buy zone will be there if it holds. Needs to push 24.65 for a retest of 25.22, 25.50, 45. If we can manage to stay above that, the next would be 26.42, 26.57. So it's trading so far where it closed the stock is trading below the key levels for the week. So it's starting just like another the stock we checked. It's starting the week on the bearish side. It needs to prove itself to move higher. It needs to go above this 24.29, 24.41 and hold for more upside. Next zone 24.65, 24.87, and then that 25s. And if we hold that and break and hold the 26 and that key zone right there, 26.42, 26.57. If we can't hold the 23.57, 23.72, then most likely we're gonna retest this 23.19. So if you want to buy it, mark those key levels for a buy. The strongest support is going to be 22.80. If it gets there, keep an eye on it. So that would be MRVL. So remember, so far is bearish on the week. So don't rush into buying it. Make it prove itself first on those key support levels. Be patient with it and watch those key zones. So that's let me just check target real quick because somebody's asked me for that. Just target real quick. I know I'm a buttery soft. Okay, let's load. Come on. There we go. Oh, I already have mark. I was gonna mark again, but I already have. Okay. So that was a very nice round bottom on this pivot zone here. I wish I was watching that for a move higher. It closed above this 88.37. Now we need to hold. If we can hold that, the next is going to be 89.56 and the 90.32 level. The key support for the week is 87.83. Key support for the day 88.29, which is in confluence with that key 88.37. So either watch for a hold of this to move higher or a dip to 87.83 and hold for a retest of 88.37 where you're going to take a partial and maybe we can push it higher. Now if we lose this, we're most likely going to retest the 86.62, 86.83 and then 86.29. Okay, so that's it now, guys. Thank you so much for joining and bear with me for almost 2 hours. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. EST for pre-market trading, and we're gonna give you some more levels for the day, see how the markets are reacting on the overnight trading. And I'll be posting this video on our YouTube channel and on TradeRep's website. Please subscribe and like. It would be awesome. I appreciate. And happy trading, guys. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Thank you so much.